A few times during video calls I saw Emma in the background. He hurriedly explained cousin Emma called to ask about the progress. When she heard I was in the neighboring city, she came over to take a look. This time, thanks to cousin Emma's help, we saved a lot of trouble. Even my dad praised me. Second minus generation rich kids spend their whole lives wanting to surpass their parents, and Jack was no exception. His father and grandfather were both very successful entrepreneurs. Jack wasn't that either, but he was always overshadowed by his family's reputation. He had always wanted to prove himself. This time, the direct minus sales stores were set up in several cities at once, fast and in good locations. Even his father and grandfather praised him at the dinner table for doing a great job. Jack transferred me $200,000, saying it was to buy a bag for my cousin in my name. I know she helped me out for your sake, so it's better if you give it to her. I still have that much sense. Then he added, choose one that your cousin likes. If it's not enough, I'll transfer more to you. I took out my phone and called my sister, saying as soon as the call connected. Thank you for helping my boyfriend. He says he wants to buy you a bag around $200,000 th. Do you have any preferences, or should I just transfer the money to you? There was a pause on the other end, then a slightly deep male voice came through. Lily, why is your boyfriend buying things for Emma? Oh my god, my cousin and my ex-cousin-in-law's contacts only differed by one character, and I had accidentally called my ex-cousin-in-law David. David, Emma, and I were all schoolmates. David was 1 year ahead of us and we would run into each other during club activities. I only praised David for being considerate once, and the next day, Emma started pursuing him openly. When a girl chases a boy, success comes easily. 2 weeks later, they got together. After breaking up and getting back together several times, they got married right after graduation. 3 years after marriage, they divorced. To avoid any misunderstanding from this big spender who still sends my sister a monthly living allowance, I quickly explained, no, she helped my boyfriend with something big. But we should thank you too, brother minus in minus law. This time, my boyfriend's direct minus sales snack brand relied entirely on your resources. I thought she was being ambitious and planning to open her own business, but it turns out it's for your boyfriend. She's more attentive to him than she ever was to me. Before I could respond, he continued. Alright, I get it. I'll buy the bag for her. You keep the money for yourself. I returned the money to Jack, telling him that my brother minus in minus law said not to worry about it. He seemed a bit puzzled. Isn't he your ex minus brother minus in minus law? Why is he still so involved? He's her meal ticket. Where do you think all those designer brands and high minus and lifestyle of my cousin come from? Jack's expression became a bit unnatural. Seeing me looking at him, he added, I see. That night, Emma came to my place again. She had been drinking and was sitting on the sofa with a flushed face, arguing with me. Clear minus headed, logical, and articulate, she criticized me inside and out, up and down. Finally, pointing at Jack, she said to me, You think you can land a rich guy? Let me tell you, don't dream about it, Lily. You'll never be able to live the life I have. You told David I'm stealing your boyfriend so he cut off my allowance. I bet I could find a new sugar daddy tomorrow if I wanted to. You believe that? When Jack heard this, a spark flashed in his eyes. I suddenly felt it was also pointless. I left them in the living room and went back to my bedroom. After this incident, Jack started working overtime and going on business trips more frequently. Even when I mentioned that I wasn't busy recently and could have dinner with his parents, he politely declined, saying it wasn't the right time yet. By this point, I understood. Emma had succeeded again. She had won again.